now we're keeping what the commandant said, and we're going to implement that first. Any questions? Yes.
Captain, you mentioned that we don't have the opportunity to participate on Tiger teams. Can you talk about what a Tiger team is and what the benefit is?
Okay, great. I mentioned the use of the idea or the tactic of using Tiger teams to do some of this work. A Tiger team in my, I know that you're studying all this and you're getting a master's degree or something, so I'm probably going to be the JV league here, but a Tiger team to me is a group of diverse backgrounds and experiences getting together on a common problem, basically shutting the door and telling them they got to write an SOP in a week, and they come out with an SOP. So obviously, key to that Tiger team is getting the right people on the team that represent the group that you want to make sure has a vision of what the end result should be, and motivating a motivated group that understands that you're not getting out of the room until it's done. You know, so but the key to a good Tiger team is getting the population and the motivation correct. So a Tiger team, for instance, to review the logistics part of the SOP would be those people in the reserves, the auxiliary, active duty, and civilian world that do logistics type work and support services for this large community of stations, this large community of patrol boats, and the sector in the end. So, you know, typically we give Tiger teams, in my experience, small pieces. You take them out into work, you give them a small piece, you give them a short timeline, and they whack at it hard, and they get it done. And you usually get a very good product from that kind of team, because there's some good discussions and some forward motion. So that's probably the most productive type of tactic that we're going to use to get our instructions and SOPs reviewed, simply because I don't think anybody wants to do this for 5 months straight, you know. And I think that poor person that will end up with all the work isn't going to be very happy. So we spread the work, little micro teams to take care of business. How did I do, Professor? Good. Okay. All right. By the way, Tiger teams don't mean a bunch of 04s sitting in a room. You certainly don't get a Tiger team with a bunch of 06s. You usually get Tiger teams that are productive if you get people that know how to write. And, yeah, okay, that was supposed to be funny. And people that actually want to work, the other side of the coin. And then have ideas about how to make improvements. Those 3 things. No other questions? Any questions?
Captain, I have a follow-up.
Whoop.
I have a follow-up to Derek's question, but just installing an obstacle for a large unit, what is your vision for unit activities, unit all-hands, sector parties,
Yeah.
team building things?
That would be that internal outreach.
That'd be a Tiger team.
Yeah, so we really struggle. This is the second sector that I've had. This is not the most geographically diverse sector in the Coast Guard, but every single sector that has a diverse geographical population has a struggle on how to create that sector mantra for everyone. And I think it's, I just admit right now it's going to be challenging. I mean, you know, we can do a throwdown with Station Seattle, which we should, you know, again, with volleyball or something like that. And at least over sports, we get to know their personalities better, and they get to know us better. And you know, we see you all the time. And that said, you know, we could probably beat you in volleyball too, but not me. So pick a sport that yeah, don't even try. Anyway, so what do we do with all these patrol boats? What do we do with these stations to really build camaraderie over a distance? How do we do all hands? If you were here in March, you saw for the very first time Sector Seattle attempted an all hands, and the gym was full. With all these reserves, I mean, it was overwhelming how many people were in that room, and that wasn't even all of us because of the watch standing. We will likely never have that opportunity again as we move from about 400 people to about 1,100 people. That said, I'm hoping the Chiefs Mess comes up with some great ideas. I hope the Warrens come up with some ideas, the leadership comes up with ideas. I can anticipate things like, we'll have a patrol boat,
Roundup.
flotilla or roundup. Might have some station throwdown or something like that in some place. I fully anticipate our travel budget's going to go out the window, and we'll have to reevaluate how we do some travel. But I do want part of our entity. I met the Macaw Tribal Council last week, and I loved one of their traditions. Their Indian name is, they were known as, and I can't say the Indian name, but the interpretation of it is the premier hosts of the Northwest. And that's their Indian literal translation for that really long word. But I like that. I like that for Sector Puget Sound a lot. I think we are gracious hosts to all our VIPs and all the things that we do. We're hosts and we're top performers right now. And I think the camaraderie that you mentioned is really important in our internal affairs. So I'm going to challenge that work group to really put something out there in the sports arena, in the get to know each other arena. We're starting slow right now by taking our brand new CDOs and our brand new OUs and bringing them out to Station Quileute, Station Neah Bay, and Station Port Angeles 2x2 so that they get to know the other end of the phone. But that's just one small step. You can anticipate quite a few more. So hopefully people interested in that kind of thing would help us, including, like I said, the Chiefs Mess and the enlisted association members. I hope you're part of that Tiger team.